Hi guys, Squirrel here, and we're back with another Eurotruck video on the research profile. So, because I'm on the research profile, I thought I would finally get round to trying out the Majestic. And just before I go and give this thing a respray, because it looks butt ugly, plain kind of browny grey colour thing, I thought I'd just take you through the spec. So we've got a mega space, which is the top line kind of fairing on the top here. I've gone for a 6x4 chassis. Which, interestingly enough, on the Majestic does come with side skirting, which is rather nice, because normally you don't get this kind of thing. I've gone for the top engine, the 598 brake, because I'm intending on pulling something rather heavy. And equally, I've gone for the PowerShift G281R transmission. Finally, on the inside, you've got a choice between the Elegance and the Trust Edition. The Trust Edition has this kind of burnt umber and green, which is a combination I've never seen before. Red and green aren't supposed to be next to each other in colour theory, but this has given me an idea for the truck colour, so I thought I'd just go with it. Even though I don't particularly like it, it's kind of interesting. Paint scheme I'm going to come to, and on the outside I've gone for these kind of Magma 4 exhausts. On the rear wheels I've gone for just some standard wheels, and on the front I've gone for American Dream. Everything else, the chrome and the mirrors and stuff is... sorry, the chrome? The door handle and the mirrors are chrome. I've kept with the... what is it? The stock visor, because it kind of looks nice, kind of fits. Down the bottom here we've gone for a Viking, and I've put some orange strip lights down there. Put some fog lights up there, and a couple up here, just keeping it subtle. A couple of beacons, because we're going to need them. And that pretty much completes the truck. Let's go and give it a spray. Well... let's go and find out what we're picking up today, shall we? That indicator is super, super fast. Listen to that. Unbelievable. Okay. This is going to be interesting. We're taking a 48-ton Panzer tank from Algiers up to Lisbon. Right, so we're going to go across the coast of Morocco up here and cross over into Spain, then up into Portugal. Should be fun. 48 tons is always going to be fun, let's face it. I believe that's it in front of us, so I think I'm going to go probably press the button, press the correct button. I'm going to go this way, I think. Actually, I could just go that way. So, as for the colour scheme, right, you know I was saying about this kind of minty green and red, and I said to you I didn't think it really worked. Well, I was right, because when I got into the paint screen, I messed around with it for ages. And I really tried to make it work. But in the end it gave up, because the red and the green just looked horrendous no matter how much I played around with it. It just looked horrendous. So let me show you what I've done. Turn the engine off for a second here. I don't know why we're picking up a 48-ton tank from a farmyard. But I've gone for this red. I've kept with the red thing. I've gone for red and white. And as you can see, not a lot of detail on the tank. There's a bolt though, look. Livestock are really annoying me. I think I'm just going to pull out of here. Wow, this is heavy. I can actually feel the weight now. Before I picked this trailer up, this thing was just mashing through the gears. Like, the torque on this thing seems to be quite high. Let's try starting in a second and see how we get on. I'm not entirely sure what starting gear to go for with this kind of load, 48 tons. Tell you what, let's see if we can find anybody friendly enough to let us out. I'm not mad keen on the rapid indicators. That is... Do you remember the Boabab tree? That was 48 tons. Well, this is the same. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Let's put this thing through its paces. Yeah, so as I was saying before the livestock rudely interrupted me, the paint scheme, red and mint, or whatever this is, burgundy and mint, burnt umber, I don't know what it is. I couldn't make it work for the life of me. I tried to get the colour scheme as accurate as I could, and I even tried it with different kind of paint schemes, and just nothing seemed to work. Hello. Well, he kind of overtook me and then hit the brakes rather suddenly. So I just thought, it's the green that's killing this. It just looked flat and dull and rubbish, so I just dropped it. Went for a red and white. So I've got a kind of a crimson and white scheme going on. If we can have a quick look at it. Which I don't think is too bad. It's not too bad. This is I think the second time ever I've driven a Majestic. I've certainly never driven a Majestic with anything like the load I've got here today. Now I know the Volvo that I drove the Boabab tree in, that had a hilarious time pulling that tree, and I don't think that was 598 brake horsepower, that was more on the Volvo, I seem to remember. So this should be interesting. I might have to use the gears a bit more on this just to get this thing moving. As I say, I don't know why the game decided to put a Panzer tank in a farmyard, but that's just the game for you. It doesn't really have a concept of... well, it does. It must have a concept of loads and pickup points, because you can get heavy diggers and stuff from the quarries, so it does have some kind of a concept. But I think it's the mod authors must set some metadata incorrectly. Presumably whatever that particular tank replaced, whatever model of trailer it was, it used to be valid to pick it up from a livestock place. So yeah, I think that's all it probably is to it. Oh, look at that plane. That's cool. Little sort of statue thing going on there. I'm trying to work out what... Oh, a little marketplace. See, just come on, it needs people. They need people here to bring it alive. How much fuel have we got? Right, we've got a... 3/4 of a tank of fuel. That's interesting, considering I just picked this thing up. I'm not entirely sure where my fuel has gone. 1300k. I think I'm just going to fill up now. Let's just get it done. Start off with a full tank. There we go. Brake. Engine. Fuel. Yeah, so as you can see, it's mostly covered up, which is a bit of a disappointment. I would have liked to have seen quite a detailed Panzer tank on the back there. Whoa! Where the hell did he come from? Oh, I'm gonna have to stop. I think we'll go now. That's a DAF. That's the last truck that I drove on my research profile. Wasn't all that impressed with the DAF, I have to admit. We're now leaving Algiers. Fantastic. It was okay. Nothing that kind of jumped out at me. So my first impressions of the Majestic are rapid indicators. It climbed through the rev range extremely quickly when it didn't have a trailer. Now it's got a trailer. It doesn't seem to be short on torque anyway. It seems to be able to pull it, but we are on the flat at the moment. I quite like the centre dashboard. I quite like the layout. It's more of a digital kind of console, which is kind of cool. Interior, yeah, I can't grumble. Apart from that soft padded bit on the console there, just before the windscreen. Not sure what that's for. That looks a bit weird. But other than that, it's got the important things in life. It's got the cup holders, 2 no less, 2 cup holders for driver and 2 cup holders for passenger. You can't say further than that. I mean, that's good enough for a coffee and a water chaser. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, what will it drive like? I can see a lot of electric window switches there on the window, right there. Presumably not just electric windows, but door mirror adjusters. So it looks like it's all electric. Outside, I don't think it's much of a looker, to be honest, this truck. Really wish it had the Majestic logo, but for whatever reason, SCS are unable to put it in the game. Went around there a little bit quick. Now let's see how it pulls up here. We're in 6th gear. I'm now flat on the accelerator. I'm gonna need to come down. There's 4. Oh, now it's pulling. Now it's pulling. Okay, that's interesting. So 6th gear, no good up there. Possibly could have got away with that in 5th. 4 seemed to be a little bit too much. Good to know. So, let's just talk about what I'm playing. I'm playing with version 1.4.12 of Euro Truck Simulator, which is currently the latest patch of Euro Truck. I do, of course, start it with Steam, which means it just keeps it up to date anyway. You know, I don't have to go to the Euro Truck website and keep downloading patches, which is what you have to do if you're not using Steam. I am using TSM, that's TSM 4. That's the North America, Spain, Portugal patch, and a little bit of Denmark thrown in. TSM 4 actually brings a number of map improvements over 3.5. Let me just quickly bring up the map and I'll show you. Okay, so zoom out a little bit. There we go. So some of the new bits are this stretch here, Toulouse to Bordeaux. That's all new. And then the big change is here, where they've added an absolute load of stuff around Germany. We've got these towns, I'll probably pronounce these incorrectly: Wuppertal, Bochum, Essen, Gelsenkirchen, and Recklinghausen. These are all new in TSM 4.0. If you're using TSM 3.5, then you can just do what I did. Just drop the mods. There's actually 4 mods now. They've kind of split it up a little bit in TSM 4. You take all 4 mods out of the RAR file and you drop them into your mod folder, go into your profile, turn off the 3.5 and enable all 4 of the TSM 4 mods. When you start the game, it'll when you start your profile rather, it will then just convert it. It's upwardly compatible from 3.5 to 4, so seems to be quite straightforward for me anyway. And the other thing I'm using is the TSM Heavy Trailer Pack. Now, I will link both of these mods, of course, in my video description, so that you can go and download them from Modsaholic. And TSM Heavy Trailer Pack works on the TSM mod, funnily enough. Only works on the TSM mod. And it brings in a bunch of trailers. Some of them are quite interesting, all of them kind of heavyweight trailers. So if you like a bit of a challenge, for example this, I think this is the heaviest trailer in the pack, the 48-ton Panzer. If you like a bit of fun, then pick up the Heavy Trailer Pack with TSM. And you get things like, I think there's a steel ring, which is like a giant steel thing. You get an excavator. Let's just move over here. This guy's probably not going to let me out. You get an excavator, you get a section of pipe, quite a big section of pipe actually. You get a wing segment, whoa, let's move over here. You get another military vehicle. I think I'll slow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. Thanks for having no right of way and just pulling out on my truck. Fortunately, that doesn't seem to cost me anything, which I'm quite amazed about. Maybe the game realised it had been a pleb. You also get a yacht, actually. Remember I did the Berlin yacht video? You actually get a yacht in this one. And I think you get a ram. I've not seen the ram, I'm not sure what that one is. Not a ram as in an animal. I think maybe they mean a bulldozer, but I'm not entirely sure. Whoa, we're slowing down. 10th gear. The thing about driving on TSM, like this kind of driving here, I'm going up an incline, but because I'm in the desert, I have very little frame of reference, and I can't tell I'm going up a hill. I can tell if I look back, but just like this, it's very difficult to... In fact, 10th gear isn't going to cut it at this rate. Maybe 8th gear. So I'm just looking at my rev counter and we're way out of the green zone. In fact, we're very much into the yellow. So the green zone seems to be around 1000 to 1500 RPM. But even this is struggling. No, I think we'll make it. 8th gear seems to be alright up this incline. But yeah, it's just so difficult in all of this desert to kind of feel, to get a visual sense of going uphill. You know, there are no kind of buildings to set your eye against horizontal and vertical. It's all just kind of soft dunes and sand. There you go, I think we've hit the peak. But yeah, it's quite enjoyable. So yeah, try out the TSM pack if you've not tried it before. Don't try to use the TSM pack with the Pro Mod pack, it won't work. But TSM and TSM Heavy Trailer, like I say, I use it on a research profile, so I've kept it off of my main profile. I don't think TSM, I don't think, but I don't know, I don't think TSM is going to be compatible with the new Going East pack that's going to be released fairly soon, I think. Probably from SCS, that is. It's the new DLC. I think that's only a matter of weeks away. I don't think we're going to have long to wait for that. I think that is going to be something we have to buy. They did release, they have put a video together after Gamescom. They're putting a video together to kind of demo a few of the cities that they've added, the bits of scenery and stuff, so that should be quite cool. Official DLC. The first official DLC, no less, for Euro Truck Simulator 2. So, what about other news? Well, live streaming. If you've been watching my live streaming, I have been playing 7 Days to Die, which is like a zombie survival kind of craftable, Minecrafty, blocky world thing. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's good fun. And you can actually play it with friends, which is kind of cool. It's only up to 4 players at the moment, but they're going to expand that. It's very early alpha at the moment. But it is quite a fun game. I've been live streaming that. Twitch finally gave me 480p, so that means when I stream you can now watch it. Actually, they've changed the way the naming they've called things now. They don't call it 360, 480, 720 and 720 plus. They actually call it low, medium, high and source. So low, medium, high obviously, quality. And then source is whatever the broadcaster's broadcasting in, which for me would be 720. Oh my god, 8th gear isn't having it up here. 6th gear I think. My word. We're doing 21 kilometers per hour, 6th gear, the 48-ton Panzer. I knew we'd have fun with this thing. And yeah, just to remind you that I do have a big live stream event coming soon, which I shall put a video out about specifically to give you the date and the time that starts. I'm trying to arrange for who will be on that live stream, which is why I've not announced it yet. I'm just trying to secure exactly who, but certainly Mr. Pavel Sabor, the head of SCS, is definitely booked in. I'm trying to get somebody else in as well. One of the truckers I was trying to get has dropped out, so sadly he can't join. I was hoping to get some kind of have a chat with a real life trucker, and that would have been cool. Could have told you about his deliveries. He could have shown pictures of his truck and so on. But sadly he had to drop out because he's got a 2-month kind of away trucking thing to do. So that's life for you. But yeah, just watch out for that one. Picking up speed again. On other matters, I seem to be rapidly accelerating towards 100,000 subscribers, which is absolutely mind-blowing and fantastic for me. I actually set myself a goal to reach that by the end of the year, and it was a bit of an optimistic goal, but it looks like I'm going to reach that within a few weeks, which is just, well, I don't know what to say. I mean, it is literally down to you guys, and I can only thank you all for it, but obviously I never thought I'd have to put together a 100k video quite so soon, but I really have to think about this now because this is only a few weeks away. So I'm kind of I'm kind of wondering what to do about a 100k video. So one of the things I'm toying with is, I know I said I'd do a setup video during my week off, and I had a week off last week, but you know, I said that back when I hadn't actually quit my job and had to find a new one. So my week off got burnt up a little bit, and bottom line is I didn't do a setup video. So what I'm thinking is, what about if I do, for a 100k video, what about if I do a vlog of me and my gaming room? So that'd be quite different and cool, and it would kind of kill two birds with one stone. So you'd get to see my my gaming room, and you'd get to see me if you missed me. I did do a webcam on my stream at Survivor Games. I don't know if you missed that or not, but that's still on Twitch if you missed it. So you guys, you know, a lot of you guys have already seen me. Not everybody though, but you know, I could do a vlog. I keep saying vlog. I prefer the word vlog than vlog. Vlog just sounds rubbish. Vlog, video log. But anyway, potato. There's a refinery, I think. Not surprisingly, given we're in Africa. Or Syria, possibly. I'm not really sure. That kind of looks like a dam, or just some scenery. So yeah, maybe, what do you think? Do you think I should do a 100k vlog? Or a 100k vlog? And should I show my gaming setup as well? Oh, you son of a bitch. Unbelievable. And now you're going to accelerate all the way past me. But I'm just going to move over and see if I can bully you out of position. You're not having it, are you? You are the worst driver, and I swear that's a Volvo. I don't know what that says about you bloody Volvo drivers, but that was horrendous. I'm not quite sure what he's expecting 50-60 tons to do in a short space of time, but as I've said before, I don't think most car drivers have any appreciation for what it's like to be a trucker. Certainly I learned a lot when just playing this bloody game, but we'll forgive him, he's just some stupid AI. So yeah, anyway, a couple of things there. Yeah, the live stream which is coming up, and obviously my 100k video breaking, I'm not sure why. And there go the bearings. Yeah, I just stuck that into the wrong gear, completely redlined the engine, would have probably blown the bearings right off. Terrible driving from me, and I do apologise for that. If that had been on any kind of realistic simulation mode at that point, I'd have had a broken engine right now. I've got one shot of retardo, 2 shots. Oh, that's so good not having to brake down here. Thank God for transmission retarders, eh? What else have we got? So, yeah, just to update you, I probably know I quit my job. And no, I can't afford to do full-time YouTubing and streaming yet, but I got a new job and I started it, as it happens, yesterday. So I just finished my second day, getting to know everybody, getting to know my job, and I've got a ton of learning to do. I've got an absolute mountain of learning to do, but to be fair, I did know that. I kind of went into it with my eyes wide open. But I have got 4 exam certifications to get within 3 months. 2 of them aren't so bad, 2 of them are quite heavy. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It might suck away a bit of my time. Wow, 4th gear, are you kidding me? It might suck away a bit of my time from video making and streaming, but I'll try to keep things going. But obviously that has to come first. Come on. I think we're just going to have to hold 4 up here. Foot off the accelerator and just hold 4 at 1500. I think that's probably the sensible thing to do. It's not having 6. So yeah, 4 certifications in 3 months, eh? Still, I'm learning new stuff, which is kind of cool. And I'm only 20 minutes away from work. I don't even get trains or tubes into London anymore, so that is just breathtakingly awesome. Considering I've commuted on trains and tubes into London for over 15 years, it is a massive change for me. And in the gaming world, we've got Arma 3. Arma 3 is coming out in just a couple of weeks' time, I think, if memory serves. So people are saying, are you going to put Arma 3 on YouTube? Probably. I mean, never say never, but probably not. probably live stream that, given that it's a multiplayer game. As I think I mentioned last time, I'm going to kind of keep my YouTube channel for more stuff like this, more kind of offline content, sim content. That's where I'll focus it. I'm not saying I won't post multiplayer stuff on here. I will. It's just that majority will be offline-y stuff, single-player type stuff. And Twitch will be mostly live streaming. Well, it'll be a mix actually. Twitch. It'll be a mix of multiplayer stuff with the guys I play with, and also things like Euro Truck and other simulation games that I might care to pick up. So that's just how I'm going to take things. I'm trying to keep a variety on both my channel and my stream. That's the way I want to run my channel. So something for everybody. Sadly, I can't do things like This Is DayZ anymore. I know a number of people have asked for that, but if just to explain why. I mean, This Is DayZ, if you ever watched it, it was a series I did last year when DayZ was in its prime, and essentially I used to take sort of 4, 5, 6 hours of footage, sometimes more, and I would cut it up and I would edit it down to sort of 20-30 minute videos of condensed material. I would put map flyovers on there and all kinds of fancy stuff, try to tell a story, but it took a long time to edit. I mean, that stuff just, editing hours and hours of footage down to distill good content is actually very time consuming, and it's just not something that I have the time for anymore. So sadly, that's going to have to take a back seat. I won't be able to do that. If I ever get to the point where I can full-time YouTube and stream, then maybe I'll have enough hours in the day to do it, but certainly not why I'm doing a full-time job. I can't do it. So I'm sorry about that, but DayZ will be available. If you like DayZ, watch me play DayZ, and certainly when Standalone comes out, you'll be able to watch it on my stream. That means I don't have to do any editing. You can just come and watch, and if you miss it, you can always watch it later on the recording. Wow, this is a hill. Maximum retarder, maximum. I don't think I've ever used maximum retarder, but look at this hill. Holy cow. But I'm not using the brake. That's the cool thing. That was awesome. That was a hell of a steep hill. I went for the 6x4 deliberately, by the way, in this truck, because I knew I was going to be pulling this beast of a trailer. I'd have wanted that kind of extra stability and traction and all that kind of thing that goes with it. Oh, my life's down to 4. Fourth gear. Come on, come on, come on. Holy crap, this isn't actually pulling. I'm flat on the accelerator. I don't think this is gonna... Let's try third. Yeah, third's got it. Third's got it. I'm just gonna hold third now. Wow, that's a steep incline. Yeah, 4 wasn't doing it. I didn't want to drop to second, so I thought I'd go for an odd gear, but I'm just going to hold it there now. 10 kilometers per hour. Is this realistic for you real truck drivers out there? 48-ton trailer, is that what you'd expect from a 600 brake Majestic Mercedes? Third gear up here. Can't really see what the incline's like. See if we can get 4 out of it now. Just about get 4 out of it. So I am using the transmission shifter at that point. For those that are aware, I've got a Logitech H shifter, and I switch between odd and even gears. So if I want to go from third to fourth, I have to press the shifter key rather than change the actual stick. I'm just hoping to get to the brow of this hill, and then I can move up to 6. The engine's working overtime. There we go. I think it'll just about snag 6 out of that. So yeah, as I was saying, Arma 3 coming out soon. Can't believe it. Such a good game, Arma 3, and I'm looking forward to them porting across the DayZ mods and the Wasteland mod. I know Sumatra's obviously had his Arma 3 Wasteland mod on the go for a while, but where it falls down at the moment, Arma 3, through the alpha and beta, is that Stratos map is, yeah, it's a bit stale, it's a bit open, it's a bit boring, and very much looking forward to some new maps that Arma 3 is going to bring out. So once Sumatra gets Wasteland, look at this, holy crap! Once Sumatra gets, I'm full retarder at the moment. Turn retarder off. See if we can get some momentum up here. I'm flooring it. I knew this was going to be a fun challenge. Come on, come on. We have to go to 8. If my revs hit 1,000, I'm changing 2 gears. That's kind of the way I'm working. That's pushing me back into 1,500 revs.